frog phobia man is awarded $1.6 million after a property flood fills his yard with frogs. When the developers of a nearby subdivision began draining out the water, excuse me. They were draining out water. I don't know why I said drawing, because you can draw water with a bucket. That's why I said drawing. Into an upstate New York property in 2000. This man wasn't very pleased. And what started out as a minor flood soon spread from a few acres to 37 acres, nearly covering 40 acres of property, and worse, creating the ideal breeding ground for a certain amphibian. Frogs reportedly basically swarmed this guy's driveway, his lawn, keeping him inside during the summer. Now, the backstory behind this is that this gentleman, when he was a little child, I guess was in a neighbor's yard, or he was in a yard, at a farm, and this guy chased him and scared him, and the guy had a whole bunch of bullfrogs in his hand while he was doing it, which is also very bizarre. But either way, that gave him a frog phobia. Definitely afraid of frogs, this man. Scared crapless. Like, holy shit, there's a frog. Scared out of his mind. America. Can't see frogs, don't know what to do with frogs, just running, screaming, wow, frog, can't do anything, to the point where there's one in the story, which makes it even crazier. There's this one time where he was coming home from work, and he tried to park his car. He tried to park his car in the garage, and there was frogs in front of his garage, and he wouldn't park, and he had to call his daughter, who lived a couple miles away, to get the frogs away so he could park his car in the garage, because he wouldn't go across the frogs. He spent his whole summer and spring inside because he's afraid of the frogs. And rightfully so, he blamed it on the city. So eventually he sued the city of Clarence and the developer, spending over $300,000 in a legal bill and over a 7-year period. The jury, convinced by the testimony, and awarded this gentleman a $1.6 million settlement that has to be paid by the developer and the city because his yard is full of frogs. Now, I get this story and I sort of don't get this story, but I get the part about, like, my whole yard is full of frogs and now I can't concentrate and can't work, and my yard wouldn't have been full of frogs if this developer didn't try to, drain the water on my yard, and, screw it up for me. So I hear that. I agree. I think it's, it's a worthwhile thing. I'm happy for him. If he wants to share some of that money with Fowler Show, we'd take it.